Hi guys, this is Arjita and for today we'll be creating this beautiful galaxy card. So I took this A4 size Nina cardstock and trimming it down, and once I have this 4 or 1/4 size paper, I'll just score it into half, and then I realized that I have actually miscalculated, and this sheet was 5.5 by 5.5. So it's okay, we'll just move forward with this, and I scored it further down, and this is how it looks. So basically half, we scored into half and then again into halves. So now I'm trimming my paper into 4 1/4, and my final card will be an A2 size card. So this is how it looks, and this is a very simple pop-up card. And I need another strip which is also going to be exactly same, that I'm scoring it at 1 and 5.5 and then at 2 3/4. So this is going to go like this, and this is the pretty pop-up I'm going to create. So I took this lid and I just traced the semicircular edge. So this is going to be my moon, and my astronaut is gonna stand on it. So this is quite simple and easy, and basically you can do any kind of shape at the bottom. So now we are ready to make our beautiful galaxy, and I just did not do any hi-fi technique in this and went very simple and crazy. I took a lot of inks and started just squeezing my tool here and there, and very randomly without any thought in the mind. So I took cracked pistachio, then picked raspberry, peacock feathers, and so many other colors. So you just see that I am just squeezing and giving a good pressure on the tool, and they are all the impressions here. So now it's time to start blending, and I'm using my darker colors to blend everything. So initially it is not going to look very good, but then the moment you hit the black and then you finally splatter the white dots, the galaxy is right in front of you. So just see that I'm putting a lot of pressure and blending the inks nicely. So the moment basically you touch the darker inks, the galaxy starts forming. And after I added the dark blue, the chipped sapphire, and the other shade which I am unable to recall, I'll list all the inks I've used in this galaxy background in the description box and even at my posts. So basically you need any random color, and now I'm adding the black soot, which is really going to transform this ordinary looking background into a beautiful galaxy. So I'm adding the black soot here and there with a lot of pressure, and here I realized that I'm missing that yellowness in the background, and I wanted to use my pigment inks, and I decided to use the distress oxides because it has the properties of a pigment ink, and it will sit on top of the cardstock. So here that yellow light effect has been added, and now I'm adding the water splatters, picking it up with a tissue paper, and then I just thinned some acrylic paint and again added splatters using a very thin brush. So the moment these stars are added, the galaxy comes right in front of us, and it looks so beautiful and divine. I think the galaxy pattern is already beautiful, and I need to do justice to the card. So I'm adding a little bigger dots directly from my brush, and that'll give it a nice three-dimensional effect. So next we'll keep this card to dry, and then need to work on the base of the card, and there we'll be adding another interactive element, that is going to be the slider element, and let's see how is it going to be done. So this is the base, and here I'll add the slider from the Lawn Fawn die set. I used my Big Shot to cut it out, and then we'll be ready to assemble all the critters. So here is my stamp set, and I didn't want to make this video even longer, so I colored it beforehand. And now after this slider is ready, I'll use a coin and some double-sided tape to form the slider element. So this astronaut is gonna have a fun time on the cloud, on the moon, and watching all the beautiful planets and the beautiful galaxy. So I went a little off camera here, but then all I'm doing is sticking two tiny pieces of double-sided tape and putting it behind the slider element and then sticking the astronaut on top of it. So this is very easy, and see it's sliding here and there effortlessly. So now we just need to adhere the entire panel, and for that I'm using some double-sided tape which I've doubled again and sticking it at the base and corners of my slider element. So I have really thinned it down, and I'll chop it at the right size, and then just using my powder tool to eradicate any stickiness around the coin so it moves easily. So you can see that I'm sticking it and using that amount of tape right there. So now the other side will be adhered directly and will be flat. I'll use some super strong glue tape here and some liquid adhesive as well. So this is the pop-up ready, and this is again very basic. So I took another piece of card and just measuring it roughly. This will give us another dimension, and I will stick few of the planets and elements using some acetate, and that will again add a lot of depth and dimension to the card. So here I am using my tonic trimmer to cut 3 tiny strips of the acetate, and using some strong adhesive on top and bottom I'm sticking my planets and then sticking the acetate on the middle piece of cardstock. So this is going to give a lot of interest and beauty to the card, and similarly I'll be placing my other elements, and the card will be ready. So now you can see that the acetate is helping them to move, and it's adding a lot of interest. Now sticking few of the elements using some double-sided tape, and few of the elements directly adhered on the cardstock. So this is quite cute, and if you have all these pre-colored images, this card can go very quickly. So this is a galaxy themed card, but you can easily make a farm kind of a card, farmland, where you can have lots of animals, trees, etc. on the background, and all the animals, some other lovely critters, like we have lots of them in Lawn Fawn. And this is almost done, and I didn't like that planet here, so I'm moving it. So since the glue is pretty wet, I could easily manage that, and I'm sticking the planet there. I want the opening and closing of the card easily, and I don't want anything to obstruct in the opening of the card. So I remove the double-sided tape there, and now I'm sticking the planet directly. So this is almost done, and we just need some sentiments, and I've taken 2 of the sentiments from the same stamp set, which says hope your birthday is out of the world. So I'm dividing the sentiment into 2 portions, and once I've stamped this, though I did a little mistake by stamping it later, I should have stamped it before sticking everything down. And I'm adding 3 little tiny dots in front of the first sentiment, which says hope your birthday is, and when the recipient is going to open, it will complete the sentiment saying out of the world. So I'm adding a little wink of Stella, and see the beautiful interactive card we've created. So there's another one with the same stamp set, which is a basic card, and this is a step forward. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and for all the details, please check the blog and the description box below. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye.